Good morning, class. Today we have to take the new chapter, Plant Kingdom. In our last class, we have taken the second chapter, Biological Classification, where we have studied various kingdoms of the living world, and we have studied the R.H. Whittaker system of classification, according to which the whole living world was divided into 5 kingdoms, such as Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. And in our last classes, we have taken each kingdom separately along with their examples. We have taken the separate group viruses, bacteriophages, etc. So now we will start the next chapter, which is called as Plant Kingdom, which is the third chapter. It means that we are taking the after Protista, Monera, after first of all Monera, then Protista, and then Fungi. Third is Plantae. We know that plants are the living beings which have cell wall with them. The cells of the plants, they have cell wall with them, which is made up of cellulose. So one of the characteristic feature of this kingdom is having cellulose cell wall around the cell, and the second important characteristic feature is autotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic mode of nutrition means they are able to synthesize their own food from inorganic substances such as carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. But beside that, certain bacteria are also there which are having bacteriochlorophyll in them, and in spite of water they are using H2S to produce the carbohydrate or food for them. There are that type of classification, such as the first classification was artificial classification, in which only superficial characters are considered. Superficial characteristics are considered means the height of the plant is considered, and after this classification was not accepted because it is not fulfilling the need of classification, because in the same group various kind of plants are placed which is violating the requirement of the classification. The another in natural classification. In natural classification, which are based on natural classification is the classification which is based on similarity among the organisms and consider the external, not only the external feature but also internal features like the ultrastructure, anatomy, embryology, phytochemistry. Such classification for flowering plant was given by Bentham and Hooker. The Bentham and Hooker classification was widely accepted, but because in this classification one of the aspect of evolution is left, that is evolutionary history. So at present the modern system, which is called a phylogenetic classification, which is based on evolutionary relationship between the various organisms, and this is the most acceptable classification. This classification suppose that organisms belonging to the same taxa have a common ancestry, and we now use informations from many other sources to help to resolve difficulties in classification. These become more important when there is no supporting fossil evidence. Numerical taxonomy is another branch of classification where you know that the number of plural part, number of vessels, number of uh, we can say vascular bundles, these are considered for classification. These are observed. Cytotaxonomy is another taxonomy which is based on cytological informations like chromosome number, structure, and behavior. And chemotaxonomy is another branch of classification which uses the chemical constituents of the plant to resolve confusions and are also used by taxonomists of these days. So this is the basic information regarding the classification. What is artificial classification, what is natural classification, what is phylogenetic classification, and beside that so many other ways of classification are there like numerical, cytotaxonomy, and chemotaxonomy. Now we have to take the various group of plants. Various group of plants, for example, one of the group is algae. We know that algae are green plants which are able to photosynthesize, and we know that on the earth maximum photosynthesis is carried out by this group of plant. They are chlorophyll bearing, simple, thyroid, autotrophic, and large aquatic organism. It means that their body is not differentiated. They are having chlorophyll in them. They are autotrophic because they can synthesize their food, and they are aquatic. It means that they are living inside the water. Usually both species are there. Some of them are freshwater and the others are marine water. It means that some of them are found in river, pond, lakes, etc. and some of them are marine. It means that they are found in ocean. They occur in various habitats: moist stones, soils, and wood. Some of these also occur in association with fungi. Some of the algae, they have a symbiotic relationship with the fungi. That relationship is called as lichen. So lichen is not an organism, it is a symbiotic association which is found with algae and fungi. The shape and size of the algae varies from species to species. They are ranging from colonial forms like volvox to the filamentous forms like Ulothrix and Spirogyra, and few of the marine forms such as kelps form massive plant bodies. It means that they are having very heavy plant body also. They reproduce by vegetative, asexual, and sexual method. Asexual and sexual method. Asexual means they are reproducing through certain body, vegetative body. Sexual means they are reproducing through gametes. They form the gametes, male and female gametes. Vegetative reproduction in algae is by fragmentation. Each fragment develops into a thallus, and in this way it reproduces. Some of them are green algae, brown algae, red algae, Volvox, Eulothrix, Laminaria, Fucus, Porphyra, Polysyphonia, etc. So these are certain varieties of algae. The algae is divided into three main classes. The first class is called as Chlorophyceae. Then second is called as Phaeophyceae. And third is called as Rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae is commonly known as green algae, Phaeophyceae is called as brown algae, and Rhodophyceae is called as red algae. You know that the classification of algae into various classes is based on, basically there are three base. One of the base is the pigment which is present in them. The another is the stored food which is in them, and the third is cell wall. Fourth base is flagellar number and position of insertions, and then habitat. So these are the basis of classification of algae. Green algae, first of all we will take the Chlorophyceae, which is commonly called as green algae. They have chlorophyll A and B as major pigment. In them the stored food is starch, and the cell wall is made up of cellulose. The number of flagella in them is 2 to 8, equal and apical. Apical means the flagella appears on top, that is apical position. They are usually fresh water or brackish water or salty water of habitat. The next class of algae is Phaeophyceae, which is commonly known as brown algae. In brown algae, the major pigment which is present is chlorophyll A, C, and fucoxanthin, which gives brown color to them, and that is why they are known as brown algae. The stored food in the brown algae is mannitol and laminarin. Mannitol and laminarin, these are the two food reserves which are found in them. In them, the cell wall is made up of cellulose and algin. Algin is a gelatinous substance which makes them slimy. The flagella which are present in them, usually they are unequal and lateral in position. In Chlorophyceae they are in apical position, and here it is lateral position, means left or right side of the body. Usually they are fresh water or brackish water or salt water. Then the third class is Rhodophyceae. Rhodophyceae, generally they are called as red algae. They have chlorophyll A, D, and phycoerythrin as main pigment. The reserve food in red algae are Floridian starch. The cell wall of these algae made up of cellulose, pectin, and polysulfate esters. The flagellas are absent in them, and usually In habitat, they are fresh water, brackish water, salt water, etc.